Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss something called multiple time frame analysis. Um, for that to happen, what I'm doing is I'm taking a New Zealand US dollar daily chart and went back into October, November 2015 just to show you an example how to do the multiple time frame analysis. Um, why you want to do multiple time frame analysis is because two things. Sometimes you miss a move on a larger time frame, like for instance daily, and you want to jump in and you want to see the action on the smaller time frame. So you can go back to the 4 hour chart and see the analysis, or sorry, take some trades at that level. And second one is that you want to be aware of the big boys, which is daily level, which is daily chart, and you want to know where the main action on the daily chart has happened in the past. You have to be aware of that because if you miss that knowledge, when you go to the smaller time frame, you really don't know which direction you're going. So you have to be very careful with these things, otherwise you can have large losses. Anyway, so over here you will see a large move that's happening up. So it's a buyers are coming. Then we have a little bit of retracement, sellers are here. Boom, there's buyers back on here. So we have something here. It's called high sequence. So what I'll do is I'll draw a line here just to kind of make everything clear here. All right, so anything above that, I'm just going to change the color for this to red, and we'll make another line right here. Oops. And over here. Not this one right here, sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to change this one to red too. Now you know that over here above anything above this line and above this line is all buy. So market goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. So there's two-time rejection here. We know that okay, there is something that's happening here. We should prepare ourselves for sell. So anyways, market comes all the way down here. Anyways, remember, as long as anything above this line, we are all in a buyer zone. So we went up and there's a sharp pushback here, market goes up again and comes back, boom. And over here you see there is some kind of there's something called breaches happen. Now we know we're in the seller zone. Now we will go to the smaller time frame and then do some analysis. Now remember, we are in a seller zone after this red candle. Okay, that's great, but how do we know who is responsible? Okay, anyways, I think we need to be very, very aware of the levels as to who's responsible. You can see the last level was right here. So this is the guy that pushed everything down. And what is a breach? The breach happened right here. Right here is the breach level. So anything below that is all seller's territory. Right here. Now let's go back to the 4-hour chart and then we'll make a sense of what are we talking about here. Let's go back to the time. This is 2016. We'll go to 2015 right here. Now, as the markets are coming down strongly, you see that okay, there's a breach that happened right here, coming down. And there is a lower low, there's a lower high, and then boom, there's a breach right here. So we know that okay, this is the point for us to be aware of. I'm going to change this color to blue so that we all know what are we doing here. And the next, this is the point where the breach has happened. Sorry, this is the line where the top of the trend was there. Now the breach has happened here. Sorry, excuse me for that. Right here. Great. Now when it goes back up here, boom, there's a breach right here. Now when it breached right here, now you know that this anything below this line and this line is all sellers, but on the 4-hour chart. So we'll mark these lines right here. And I'll change this one to again blue so that we know what are we doing here. Now, as the market comes back up, okay, the sellers are coming in, boom, 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 there's a chop, chop market, and then boom, back up again. Over here, you can see there's a bit of a rejection that happened right here. There's a red candle, there's a big tail here, and there's another big tail here. Now, when you have stuff like that, you know there's someone here who's pushing it back up. Okay, there's a lot of rejection that's happening here. So we'll mark this line right here, and we'll see how it goes. So it goes up, comes down, goes up, boom. So over here is an opportunity for you to get in as a counter trade. So when you go up right here, you know where your targets are. This is this line right here. This is the breach point for the 4 hour. You take a profit, and then again you have over here when it touches, and boom, there's again sellers are coming in. Okay, now this is in the direction of your trend. When you come in right here, you know that, okay, there's a big strong trend, and then what's going to be your target? Right here, it's going to be your profit target, because this is the point where you had seen a large rejection earlier. Now you can make that as a profit point. But when anyways, you can see market touches it, comes back. Okay, buyers are dying right here. Buyers don't have strength. Sellers, buyers, and then sellers, boom. Okay, now it's time for you to breach. Boom, it is a breach right here. Comes down, it tries to make a lower low, it doesn't make a lower low, comes back up. And then it comes down, comes back up, comes back down. Okay, after this line, you can see there's no lower low. It comes down, okay, it comes down, it pushes, comes down, pushes. So that means this is the line, and anything below this line is all sell right here. We can extend this line too. Now, again, as I pointed right here, you can see this and this is a 2-point rejection. You know, when there's stuff like that, that means there's strong tendency for the counter trend. Again, you have 2-point rejection. There's one right here, and then one right here. When you have stuff like that, you know that, okay, this is time for you to get in as a counter trend, or maybe in the directional trend. But in this case, it's counter trend. So you circle it. So you can get in the trade right here, and what's going to be your initial profit target is going to be right here, this line, okay? So you go back up because it can come down from here too. But look what market did. It crossed this line, it came back, touched right here, and over here maybe you can close your stop losses to your 0, and then from here you can see that it goes back up all the way to this line. But remember, in which area are we in? We are still in the seller's area, because anything below this line and this line is all sellers. So it goes back up right here, boom, it touches, rejection, again a red candle. You can pick up a trade right here too. You go down, what's going to be your target? It's going to be a target right here. Why this is your target is because you can see there's a bit of a touch back and then goes back up. But anyway, so you have your profit targets right here realized, and then after that, boom, boom, chop, 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 chop. Okay, buyers are coming in, sellers, boom. Okay, great. Another double touchdown right here. You can see there's one touchdown right here, and there's another touchdown right here. 2 pin bars, 2 rejections, boom. Now you know the market is going again in the opposite direction. Boom. See, this is what happened. It goes back up, touches where? This line right here. That's your profit target. Let's go up, further up. Okay, over here again you can see there's a red candle coming down. This is a little bit of a risky now, because you can see as the market was going up, it comes back down, it goes up. So anything above this is in a miniature level will be small buy. So you can see it comes down right here, chop, chop, chop. It doesn't go down. It doesn't go down. So you know that this trade may not work very well, but it did work in this case. It went down where it touched this level right here again. Now at this point you're like, what's happening here? Okay, some kind of a trend and range is happening. Okay, great. But over here when it comes down, and then over here on this line again, there's a big buyer, boom. right here. You see this right here. Now you can get in the trade right here, and what's going to be your initial profit target is going to be this line. Okay, it's about 1.5 to 1 risk to reward ratio. It's counter trend, yes, you have to be careful, but the push is very strong, because over here you can see the buyers were dying and come down, and then over here push back, boom, goes back up, and it crosses this level. Great, good for us. And over here, until you have an opposite signal, you would not want to exit your positions. But anyways, if you have double trade happening right now, you can take one profit right here, other one you can put a stop loss 0 and then still continue. But anyways, in this situation, it goes back up. It goes up and up and up, and look where it goes. This is where the multiple time frame analysis is helpful. It goes back to the daily level. Now this is where the big boys are. Okay, it pushes back, boom. Okay, and it pushes back up here. Okay, we know that anything now, by the way, since it breached this line right here, now we are on the 4-hour level. We are in what's called buyer's area, right? So we are anything above this line, we are all in the buyer's area. Great, this is interesting. So anything up below this line and this line is all sellers at the daily level. So let's see how it goes. So it comes down here. Okay, great. And it comes down. Okay, now look, it's trying to come down. Okay, great. And again trying to come down. Rejection. Goes up, buyers are dying, comes down. Okay, again, double rejection. Look at this pin bar. Look at this rejection right here. Double rejection. You know when there's double rejection, what to do? You go in the opposite direction of the rejection. Boom. That's what you take a trade here, and then you go where? You go right here. So you go right here and up on the up long right here, and then you go where? And then go all the way here. By the way, I put a wrong line right here. It should be the previous, it should be the next immediate stop. That's the guy that was responsible for the downward fall on the daily level. But anyways, look where it goes. It goes back up, and it does not want to hold there. It comes crashing down. Comes crashing down, boom. So that means anything above this line is all buy, and anything below this is all sell. This is very interesting. So it goes up, boom. This is the point where you can get in and you can say yes. You can see there's a big inside bar happening, and you know this is a rejection. There's no higher high. It tries to make a higher high on the 4-hour chart, but it doesn't make it higher. It comes back, boom. So at this point, you can take a trade, and then it just goes down, and look at the profit. And why this is a large move? Because this line, which is the big boy daily guy, he's pushing it down. And where it goes right back to where? The previous 4-hourly level. So 4-hourly goes up, down, goes up, hold, up, down. This is a big pin bar. This is a big push down, and it comes crashing down. Again, another push to go up. Okay, right here, and where it goes, where it holds, right at the same level we have where it was earlier on the daily level. And remember what's happening at the daily level. We are still in the downward move on the daily level. Right here, boom, double touchdown, boom. You know that it's coming down. Let's see what happens. No, it goes back up. It's a triple touch. Goes back. Right here, comes down, goes up. Now there's a breach right here. Is it a breach? Let's see. Oh, there's a pin bar right here. Is it a breach? No. This is getting interesting. Hold. Up right here. Another push. So the buyers are very strong right here. But at the same time, we have a daily guy who's pushing it down. Over here, push down. Again, a push down. Look at the tails right here. right here. Okay, and look, finally it just gave it, and then boom, we have a crashing down move right here. So this is how you do multiple time frame analysis, just to get an understanding which direction the market will move when it tries to touch the bigger boy levels, and you are able to make some profit based on your smaller time frame, which is 4 hourly. I hope it helps, and I'll try to upload more videos showing more multiple time frame analysis and other important aspects of trading. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.